Hi everyone, this is Yogita. I'm an interior designer and stylist. Welcome to my channel. So this channel is going to be all about interiors. I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks on how you can create your spaces in a much more pleasing and aesthetical way. The way there are some basic principles to design, the same way styling also has some basic principles which makes your places, which makes your spaces much balanced. So this channel is also going to be a lot about styling. Except this, I also upload a lot of content on design and styling on my Instagram, so definitely go and check some really amazing content there. And if you like my content, please go and follow me on Instagram. The link to my Instagram account is given in the description box below, so please go and follow me. And if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update from my video. So without any delay, let's get into the video. So today I'm going to tell you some ways on how you can create partition in your home, in your spaces, without building a wall. So the first way of having separation between two spaces is to have an open shelving system. Now, a simple bookshelf is one of the easiest, most flexible ways of separating the two areas. It lets the light in. It also makes your space feel very airy and is very bright. Also, don't be tempted to fill every corner of the shelf. Have some small curated decor items that you can place in those shelves and not exactly fill the whole space. Why? Because the space, filling up with the whole space with books and everything and a lot of decor placed in it, can make your area look very busy. Coming to the second way of having partition, having a separation in your areas, is to have curtains. Now curtains are another easy way, and they're also a flexible manner to have partition or separation in between the two spaces. It's flexible. Why? Because the moment you feel like having privacy, you can just drape the curtain over there, and the moment you feel that okay, my work is done, I don't need privacy anymore, you can just get it back to the place. So a tip over here: whenever you are deciding to go for curtains, make sure what kind of fabric you select for your curtain, and first of all decide what is the functionality of your curtain. If you want your space to have privacy, you definitely should go for heavy drapes, and if you want some light to pass through in it and have some kind of see-through that you can have a reflection of what is happening in the other space, you can go for sheer curtains. Okay, so the another way of having separation is to install windows. Now this point really works in spaces like when you have a kitchen and then you have a dining room or maybe a living room besides it, and there is the point when you can use windows as one of your separation points. First of all, you have a see-through, you have a visual connection between the two spaces. Also, windows prevent the odors of the kitchen to go inside the living room and or maybe any of the spaces over there, and it also stops, it also prevents the sound to go in. So make sure what kind of windows you are know to install. Okay, so the next way is to have sliding doors. Now this can be useful in areas where if you have your bedroom and you have a wardrobe area and you want to make a separation between the two, and you do not want both of the areas to get mixed, so definitely you can have sliding doors over there. They're very effective, they are very useful. Now sliding doors can be like really simple and beautiful, and they can be like really elegant for the kind of material obviously that you select for the sliding doors, and it can maintain the privacy of your spaces, and it's actually really functional. Next way is to have partitions using the method called the laser cutting MDF boards. Now this is a very traditional kind of a method of having partitions. There is like thousands of people doing that in the market, and I know that's a traditional method, but while making my own partition in my furniture design module, I actually explored the process of this laser cutting. I don't know the exact process of how it goes through the machine and everything, but definitely the way I created my partition, it was really amazing. You do not need to be a furniture designer first of all to create that. You can create your own partitions, just design it, explore your creativity to any extent. And there's one thing that I found very interesting. I got to know about a very interesting kind of cutting. I had no idea earlier about that. It's called the router cutting. I don't know if you guys know that. They have a very little difference between the router cutting and the laser cutting. Definitely I think there's a lot of finish in laser cutting when there's a little less kind of finishing in router cutting. This is one of the differences that I remember. Okay, this is a very interesting point, how you can actually have your spaces defined or maybe create separation. You can also create levels in your spaces, how you can have a lot of stairs maybe. So you can define 2 or 3 stairs over there which can separate the 2 areas. So one area is at the ground level and one area is a little above the ground level. So that also separates your spaces, that also defines your spaces. This is also one of the methods that you can follow. Now the other way is to section your sofas. Now how you can do that, if you have a living room and you have a bath going by, you can separate your area by placing a huge sofa, maybe a huge sofa set, or maybe a L-shaped sofa set. Now the L-shaped sofa set is definitely going to make a lot of difference to your whole space. It can divide your space, it can define your space. Now the living area is this side and your walkway pathway is over here, so definitely it defines your area. Okay, so these are not the only ways to create separation between the 2 areas. There are definitely more ways to do so, and with a lot of different kind of material that people come up with, designers come up with, and a lot of new ways that they explore. And I just want to share one experience with you guys. Last year I think I went for one of the conference to a hotel. I think, yeah, it was Hyatt Regency in Chandigarh. So I went there and I had a conference over there. So what they did was they had a very huge hall first of all, and yeah, so in that space, whenever they have marriages or something like that, big events or something, so they have this huge open space. And the moment they have small meetings or conferences, something like that, they divide the hall into like 2 or 3 sections, so make spaces for a lot of meetings and everything. So the divider that they used was a gypsum board divider. So it was something which was sliding, and they had these gypsum board dividers over there. It was beautiful, it was amazing, it was elegant. It exactly went with the overall decor of the of that hall, or maybe you can say the 5-star hotels have a very elegant spaces. They are not something like a really, you can say it's very other kind of spaces like really beautiful or something like that, but they have very elegant kind of spaces, very beautiful. And so they had the overall decor was according to that. And yeah, so see, gypsum board is another way of having a separation. If you find this video helpful, if you like this video, please go and hit the like button and share it with somebody who really needs to know about. Also you can go and follow me on Instagram, because as I said, I have a lot of content that I put up every day over there, so definitely I think it will be useful for you. So yeah, see you guys next